These words from an old Christmas carol reflect the Christian belief that the birth of Jesus affects the whole world, the entire creation. Since Jesus is not simply a first-century Jew, but the Son of God, the Creator, Christians see his birth as God's coming into the world for the sake of the whole world, for all humanity, and indeed for all created things. As we approach Christmas 2015, that vision of our really being one world is both being built up and also taking some serious hits from the great challenges of our time. On the one hand, at the Paris climate talks, it would seem that the nations of the world have, for once, recognized that we are one human family, that we're all in this together. And they've looked beyond their own national interests to the good of the entire planet, our common home. On the other hand, we're in the midst of a refugee crisis on an unprecedented scale. The wars and poverty that have led to this crisis reflect the deep divisions in humankind along ethnic, religious, cultural and economic lines. Worse, there's no one world view here. In fact, the fears and defensive reactions being caused by the movement of peoples are leading us to the very us and them way of thinking that can only make the situation worse. The answers to our world problems are not simple. Pope Francis has written, in effect, that we need a new politics, a new economics, a new ecological vision. It is a large agenda. If we are to move forward at all, there needs to spread through the population of the planet a new understanding of our unity, of our connectedness to one another and to the planet and to the whole of created reality, and to the people who have gone before us and the generations yet to come. It is a new human sensibility that the Pope speaks of, a more spiritual view of things. To some extent this emerged in Paris. It is, however, constantly being set back by the ugliness of our treatment of refugees and by the refusal to see beyond the narrow national interests that drive our policies and actions in refugee matters. This Christmas, Christians will once again look into the crib and see not just a baby from olden times, but, to their eyes, the saviour of the world. They will see God with us and recall the words of our gospel, God so loved the world that he sent his only Son. Reflecting on that should lead us to see ourselves and all humanity, the whole creation of which we are part, as deeply and truly bound up together in life and history, all parts of that one world that God so loved, all connected in the human family and in the world for which the Son of God came.